Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is cut out the middle, because our primary reason we're using a saddle is to build a channel over the dorsal ligament, and these don't do that. These would set you right on the horse's spine, and we don't want that. So the first thing we're going to do is cut out the middle and create a channel. Side. Now, of course, on the other ones, you're going to have to build this with foam. Okay, so we just get rid of that. We don't care anymore. Okay, now we've got a ridge right here that we don't want to deal with. So we'll take a Surform file and we'll just round that off a little bit. Do the other side. Oops, apparently you have to be careful. Okay, so now one of the things everybody complains about constantly on the treeless saddles is that the seats aren't comfortable. So the next thing we're going to do is take another piece of foam. This is about a 3/4 inch piece of foam. I've got a double bevel on it, and we're just going to glue it right on here. And then we'll take this and we'll shape that so it just kind of creates a nice ramp. So what this is the horse rail. This is fitting the horse, and it's flexible, so it'll do it automatically. But this part is the seat rail. So that's our seat rail. All right. So then it's going to get a little trickier, because we need something stiff to bridge these two sides. So we'll have these two sides. We'll have our foam like that. This will be creating a channel for the horse. Of course, this is complicated things. When you glue this together, you're going to have to make sure that you get that wither profile in there. So we've got that going like that. Now we have to put a seat on here, and the seat needs to be stiff. So my idea is that we take maybe a couple pieces of harness leather, and this is some stuff I had, some alum tan. It's a little stiffer. I actually tried molding these, but this stuff wasn't very moldable. But the idea is to make something stiff for the seat. So that will become the seat. It's got to be hard. So take a couple pieces of leather and stitch the crap out of it. You know, every inch stitch it, and it will get stiff. And then to that, we will add our webbings. See what I did with them. And I'm thinking the way to do that is to do one webbing kind of like this. So it would be going like that, and then you would attach your billets to that. And I would do something similar, a thinner strap for the hanging of the stirrup hanger. And I would attach all of that to this rigid seat. I don't know how I'm not sure how you're constructing all this stuff. I'm imagining that you just put a slot in here and let the billets go down, a slot in the leather here, and let the billets go down. So we'll have this like this. This will go over the top of that. Your straps will attach to this leather piece, and then this will go over the top of that. Okay, You'll have to have a seat jockey that will cover this. But the important concepts are that we're creating a tunnel over the spine, a rigid place for the seat to sit, and all our attachments attached to that rigid place. The saddle will still be flexible, so we should still be okay. Okay, I'm going to show you what I was thinking on these pieces, if we can actually get them molded. We could actually do a plastic mold or something too, but this seems to be like the easiest way we can get this done quickly. Okay, so the idea here is we have our pieces of leather, and we have a seat that's the right shape. We put the leather in there, we shape it, then we take our other one, we glue it on top of it, and we shape that on there. We let it dry, stitch the crap out of it. You probably have to round these edges, do whatever else you need to do to make it work in the scenario. Okay, this is a sample piece I did. It ends up being pretty stiff. Not that way, but this way it has quite a bit of stiffness to it. So when we put it between those two foam things, there's still a place for the person to sit. So the idea is you could either go like, you know, this, and then stitch billets to there, or you could kind of overlap these down and then attach things there. But what we want to do is distribute the weight over this whole piece. That's where the triangular thing becomes so handy. We go like that, now it's pulling down on the entire seat. And then the foam is, it's distributing the weight over the whole panel, keeping the person off of the spine. And then we would have a very functional, flexible treed saddle.